Okay, well, I guess I can just talk for a little bit because I don't really have. This game's kind of taking a lot longer than it should, and I don't know why. Or at least taking a lot longer to start. Because apparently the Patriots don't have their quarterback showing up. I don't really know why. I I mean, I feel like a team should have their quarterback involved into what they can schedule, but so that's certainly a choice to say the least, but it's not that bad. It's just how it is. Just how it is. Oh, wait, I think they have 7. Okay, well, okay, Patriots have 7, the Chargers have 8, so it looks like Chargers might be forcing an 8v7 at the moment. I'm not gonna reveal the gameplay yet, though, because I don't wanna leak the, uh, server code. I'm gonna send Infinity Sports 2 once I know that the game's finally about to start. But yeah. Oh, never mind, Patriots randomly have 6 now. What the heck? This is just kind of how, things are sometimes. I would have words, but I really don't at the same time. It's just kind of how things are. Oh, finally. Uh, well, the answer is now yes. Oh, shoot. I forgot to set that. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Hope no one saw that. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna send these out. Where are you? No, that's the other thing. There it is. Bop. Okay, finally. So I'm very curious to see. Have I streamed the Chargers at all before? I feel like I have at some point. Let me look. Um, no, I have not streamed the Chargers, strangely enough. I've streamed the Patriots once, but not the Chargers, so My goal, my goal this season is to like stream as many teams as I can, or at least get one, at least one of every team. Of course, some have made it a lot more difficult to do because the 49ers don't seem to like sharing codes with anyone, apparently. And I think the Bengals are kind of the same too. So, yeah, they're going to be a bit trickier to try to catch a stream with, but it ain't too bad. Either way, though, it looks like we're getting a. So we're getting a little P clock action going. I believe. Oh, I think the Patriots have 8. I think I could see them. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, they somehow have 8. I don't know if they legally have 8, but I mean, I'm not a ref, so it's not my problem. I'm just a good old streamer person, guy. Yeah, we're just gonna. I'm just gonna stick with that and uh, run with it until the end of time. Hi, Roanoa Zoro. Did you get lost and you ended up here on this stream? That is a One Piece joke if you guys do not understand it. But either way, though, Locke, going to be the quarterback for the Chargers. I have seen him. I say I have seen Locke play quarterback a couple times, so it is going to be a bit on the interesting side to see how he plays here. He's not a terrible. He's not. He's a pretty solid quarterback. I wouldn't put him in top 5, but he's definitely good enough to win you a game if he plays well enough. So he definitely has the potential to be pretty good, but we'll see what happens with the Chargers. We got a 3rd and 7 though. Not the most ideal for the Chargers, but I mean 3rd and 7s aren't super hard to make unless the offense makes a pretty big mistake. Like that one. And just like that, Harold Chicken just going to get the interception there. I mean, it's one of those commentary curse where things just happen at the perfect time. Although I think my mic is a little bit delayed because of I'm using like plugins to help my audio be a bit more clearer, and so like it turns off my background noise and it kind of delays it by like half a second. So that's why my audio may not be as properly timed as it should, even if it's just slightly. But yeah, Harold Chicken. New Age Hype Beast. Is it Beast or Best? I'm gonna say yes. Dang. Okay, I was looking for a walk there. Yeah, Patriots are looking to be pretty dominant right here, even without their quarterback, or at least without their starting quarterback. My bad. It looks like GD's going to be their starting quarterback, which is an interesting move. I will say to say the least. But since GD's more of a receiver, but let's see if GD can get himself a win for this boy's sake. And they're off to a pretty great start with TGNM. I mean, as long as you don't sell, you're pretty much always you're always gonna rely on TTGNM. I mean, you can't really go wrong with giving him the ball. So it seems that the Chargers will have a pretty difficult time trying to contest this New England offense, even with even without their starting quarterback, just because of how good their receivers are. So all the quarterback really needs to do is just not throw dumb passes, and I think they can just win. Although you can say that with just any quarterback, with just how strong quarterback is as a position in this game. I mean, a lot of games are just kind of decided by which quarterback plays better anyway. So Lock is going to have to, pun intended, lock in And it looks like he's going to do just that with Juice on the right side. With the streak, so again, very good start to this drive, but getting yards doesn't really mean much if you can't score with this. So let's see if he can do anything here. Gonna look for the right fold to Tay. And going to get the first down. Almost got a touchdown there. But just going to be stopped at around the 5-yard line. And here we go. Locke with a chance to answer right back and going to give it to Nogster. Going to get a 1-yard loss on that play. So that's just going to set him back a little bit. I think Noxter was kind of looking to get out of there after that spin move, but just couldn't seem to time it. And is looking. I think he was looking for the check down on the right side to his tight end, but or to his LOS, and just didn't seem to quite find it or find the angle. And here we go, Locke. Here we go with a chance to score here on a 3rd and goal. I don't know if they're going to be forced to kick a field goal here if it's incomplete, and it will be. Will they be forced to? No. Okay. And it looks like they're going to be going for it here. Sorry, guys. But L Pick going to get the touchdown. That was a very risky play there from Locke, but ended up paying off. Again, New England on the defensive side made a huge mistake there, especially when that defender missed just as an almost stationary target. I mean, you got to make those tackles if you're New England, but unfortunately, you cannot go for 2 on this play. So, in this point of the game, so yeah, 2 points going to fail there. In the middle of a GTA Online mission. I'm back. My bad. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Streams for everybody, I think. I say that, and then it's just like, oh, psych, that's the wrong number kind of thing. And then I get cooked anyways. Whoop. Yeah, it might be closer than it's supposed to be. But I mean, again, let's see what Chargers can do here. GD going to give it to Lurk on the left side. And uh-oh. Lurk, okay, looking for a 20-yard gain there. I think he was probably wanting a bit more, but I mean, you can't really do much when you see a half of the defense there. But yeah, let's see. Harold Chicken. Giedy, sorry. I keep forgetting it's Giedy. Gonna give it to Valdo on the right side. And all things considered, they're looking pretty okay. Going to give it to Waterslide. I'm on the right fold, and here we go. Harold Chicken again. Looking for the left side. It's a TGNM, and he's going to get it on the fold. Able to spin move his way in the end zone right on time. And just like that, the Patriots are just keeping this game, or keeping themselves in a very comfortable position, just pressuring the Chargers to answer back. I mean, right now, I'm kind of getting a lot of last season Texans vibes from this team. With just the fact that it's not really their defense that you have to worry about, it's their offense, because it doesn't matter how good their defense is. Not saying their defense is terrible, but it doesn't really nearly matter as much because what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I was gonna say that if they keep scoring every single time like they have been doing so far this game, I mean, it's gonna pressure the offense into hopefully making a mistake. And Streak Taker Fear going to be the one to get the check down. Not going to get very far with it, though. Only about 2 yards. Here we go, Lock. Here we go. Looking for the streak on the right side, but that might be a mistake. That was nearly intercepted. I thought it was going to be for a moment, but Juice going to find a way to come up with it in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if that was because of a defensive misplay or Juice making a good play. But either way, though, I mean, it's first down regardless. And here we go, Lock. Backed up quite a bit here. Going to look for, I think that's Juice again. Is that Juice or was that someone else? I think that was Juice again. So, yeah, I guess that's what'll happen. But here we go, Lock. Backed up again. I think he's looking for Juice on the fold again, but no, not this time. Gonna be intercepted by Waterslide, and that's what I'm talking about with this New England offense. It's just gonna come down to how many mistakes can Locke afford to make. And right now, it's not looking very good for the Chargers unless they can find a way to stop them. I mean, it is true that the same can kind of apply to New England in terms of the mistakes, but I mean, again, when you have a very good receiving core like they do, I mean, you can only catch so many of them. But either way, the lurk going to get on the walk. But yeah, you're really not going to catch a lot of these receivers slipping, so you are going to have to rely on the quarterback to make a mistake. And here we go, new age hype best. Going to get it on the out route there, and here we go, Harold GD. Oh, it's hard cold chicken. I thought it was Harold chicken. I just couldn't see the D for some reason. Oh, but it's gonna be a fumble. GD there with the. Oh man, that could have been really, really bad for GD on that play, but it is going to force a punt for the Chargers, so that does end up working out in their favor regardless. So again, there you go. Chargers finding a way to get a stop on this against this Patriots offense. So I think the Chargers might have a chance here. But again, they can't blow it here on this down. And they do just that. Commentator's curse again. Let's go. Lurk going to be the one to get an interception, and that's going to put New England in a very good position to score here at below the red zone. And right now, Locke is just throwing interceptions right now. I think that's his third of the game. But either way, though, let's see what GD can do here if he can capitalize. Not on this play, though. Going to be overthrown to the streak on the left side. But again, it looks like Chargers are going to have to be careful here. Okay, going to give us a walk on the water slide. That is going to be a 3rd and 4. So unless GD gets sacked, they should be able to go for it on 4th down if they want to. Again, there's no shame in kicking a field goal either to at least still make this a 2-scoring game, but they don't need to. Gonna be to Lurk for the touchdown. Their 3rd of the game. And so far, things might not be looking good for the Chargers if Locke keeps throwing picks like that. I mean, things could not really get any worse for them. But maybe there's a chance that they can turn this around. I mean, again, offenses do score pretty quickly in this game, for one way or another. So comebacks are more than possible to happen, especially in the 4th quarter when you got onside kicks and 4th and 25s. Like a lot can happen in those kind of ways. But either way, though, let's see what they can do here. Gonna be looking. Let's see what Law can do here. On a 2nd and 15 with 15 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Going to give it to Juice. Easily able to get the 1st down, and his helmet comes off as well. Haven't seen a helmet pop in a while. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It just seems kind of there to me. But either way, though, Zack Attack going to get it on the left fold, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. And so far, New England has mostly been in the driver's seat this game so far, but let's see if LA can change that at the start of this 2nd quarter. And here we go. Locke going to be back to ball the way. New England bringing in a bit of pressure here. And he's gonna be forced to throw it, way behind. That's gonna be intentional grounding if there's a ref here that can, call it. If there's just no ref, okay. Uh, well, apparently, Locke wanted to be a very nice guy and, give him the ball anyways. And what a wait, was that even Locke? I don't know if that was that Locke? Hold up. I think that was Locke, yeah. Either way though, sorry, gonna give it to Lurk on the walk. And right now things are, falling apart pretty quickly for the Chargers. Locke, I mean, just making these weird throws. I mean, I don't know if it's the receivers or if it's just the quarterback making bad throws. I mean, right now Locke is just doesn't seem like he knows what he's really doing. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. I mean, it's sort of just kind of one of those things where it's just are the Chargers is playing really bad or the Patriots playing really good. I mean, it's kind of just how games are sometimes. I mean, I feel like that'll be debated for a while. Oh my gosh, intercepted there by Locke though. Okay, so it's not all lost for the Chargers though, thanks to Locke. Able to make it up with an interception there where they needed it most on that drive. So here we go, Luck. Let's see if he can set his team up for another score to at least make this a one scoring game. But again, it's going to be a pretty big task. Juice on the right fold. And just like that, he's going to get a first down and more on this play. Can Juice get anything more? Oh no, that's going to be a fumble. Thankfully, Fovo able to get the recovery there for the save. Thankfully there. That was incredibly lucky from the Chargers' part. That definitely could have been a lot worse for them, but thankfully they were able to narrowly avoid it. But let's see what Law can do here. He's getting pressured quite a bit here. Going to give it to Tay. Thankfully able to at least get it to the line of scrimmage. So no yard loss was really obtained. But barely though. Let's see. Locke gonna be looking for Zach attack on the right fold. That was a very narrow pass too. So I'm liking what we're seeing. But here we go though. Locke. Going to look I'm curious to see what Locke does here. And it's going to be a check down to streak taker Fear, but I don't think he got the first down. And no, he did not. He's going to be 4th and inches. And here we go, Locke. It needs to find a way to convert this 4th down. But what does he have planned? So it's not going to be a handoff. But who is he going to give it to? He's going to give it to Juice, and he's going to get the first down. Thankfully for the Chargers, he fumbled that ball out of bounds because man, 2 fumbles from Juice. That is pretty insane. But either way, though, Locke with a chance to score here. He knows he can't waste this opportunity. This is the closest they've gotten since their first score. But let's see what Locke can do here. And that was nearly intercepted, but thankfully it was not. Locke just pushed too far back to be able to do anything. I mean, that was just pretty good coverage from New England. I mean, this is where defense gets a little bit tricky for defense gets a little bit stronger, and especially around the red zone area because there's not because it doesn't really narrow down what else much to cover. But thankfully, able to get the full Tay there. And now it's a 3rd and 3. What will Locke plan to do here? It seems like New England's going to be preparing for the run with a 4-man front. So thankfully, Locke made the right decision to not try to run it. And here we go. Locke, and he backed up again. He might be getting sacked here. Thankfully, it ends up only being an incomplete, though. Water slide did get the initial catch, but since he was out of bounds, going to be incomplete right there. And here we go, Locke with a 4th and 3. What is Locke's plan here? It's not going to be a handoff, thankfully. And it's going to be caught by Fovo. And that's going to be a touchdown for Los Angeles. And just like that, this game And this game might actually be close again. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? And here we go. Unfortunately, since the kick did get blocked from Los Angeles, it's going to be a two-scoring game because again, they can't go for 2-point conversions. But let's see here. GD gonna give it to Void. He got he got tackled a lot earlier than he got tackled pretty early. I don't know how he got the dive off. I mean, probably because of lag, but either way though, Harold Chicken going to give it to Lurk on the LOS, and he's gonna get the first down pretty easily there. And here we go, GD gonna abuse these VC plays a little bit better. And here we go. Uh oh, there might be a split on the other side though. And what an absolute dot to TTGNM from GD, able to get it right over the defender. Very unfortunate there that deep right from the Chargers was kind of split between two streaks and ended up getting caught there. But Waterslide going to get the walk there. But let's see what GD has in store for this drive. This is right now they're in the red zone, but we'll see how they play this one. And it's going to be the TTGNM, and he's going to easily get it. TGNM always makes these kind of passes look very easy than it actually seems. I mean, was he an L? I don't know. I don't know if he was ineligible, but there's no ref to really enforce that, so who cares? Why I don't know, but right now we're gonna see what happens next. Locking me back to quite a bit. Gonna look for streak taker fear. Going to get about 7 yards on that play. I'm not saying the dang meme. Anyways, lock. Gonna be rolling right here. Lock gonna be back to quite a bit though. I'm not sure if I like this positioning, and he's gonna get incomplete on that play. And here we go. The Patriots putting Los Angeles in a very weird spot here. I think offensively it's just kind of been the struggle so far from this Los Angeles team. I mean, they have gotten some turnovers, so I don't think it's that bad of an issue for them defensively. But here we go. The Juice going to get the right fold. It always feels, although back to the Chargers offense, it always feels like they're kind of like at best they're just barely surviving the thick of it. It never feels like they're truly on the dominant end of it. But either way, let's see. Juice going to get another one on the fold. Again, very good throws execution wise by Locke. Just putting it right above the defender's head, where only Juice can really realistically catch it. But let's see what Locke can do here. And it's going to be a check down to Streak Taker Fear. Going to be about 9 yards, and here we go. This could be the final play of the game. And it might as well be. And here we go. Let's see if Locke can score here. And it's going to be overthrown. And that's going to be halftime. But either way, though, sorry, I was like distracted with something. But GD, uh, looking for Lurk again. Sorry, my mic was muted on accident. But Lurk going to get the touchdown for New England again. And right now, the Patriots are in full control of this game at the moment. And I don't know if it's going to get any easier for the Chargers, but I mean, again, we'll see. You never know. The kick's going to be no good here, though. Here we go, Lock. I mean, right now, Lock is, again, having a difficult time here against this New England defense. But I mean, again, we'll see if he can find a way to hopefully make something happen. I mean, right now things are not looking pretty good for them, but I mean, they're gonna need a miracle here. Elpick somehow dodging the first defender. I think Elpick dived a little bit too early there, and just because of that, he didn't get the first down. But it is going to be a 3rd and 1 though, so pretty easy chances for Lock here. Fobo going to get it on the out route more than easily. And here we go, Lock again on the right side, trying to find anyone open here. Gonna be pushed back a little bit. Lock now rolling on the right side and now looking for Juice again. Well, Juice seems to be a very primary target for Lock here, but unfortunately for Lock, Juice couldn't quite get his feet in bounds. So it seems that the ball was a little bit too far to the right. But either way, though, let's see if Lock can find a way to do something here. I don't think that's a good pass you want to take. That was very fortunate for Lock. That was not a pick because that could have been really, really bad. But it's going to be a 3rd and 15, though. A lot of pressure is on Lock right now. But we'll see what happens. And it's going to be intercepted there by GD. And just like that, I think this game is starting to turn a bit south. Again, was looking for a pass around the looking for the walk there, but again, just gets read instantly though, somehow by New England. Let's see if GD can close this game out sooner than later. Going to find the full to lurk. Helmet comes off and all, but somehow able to keep the ball in his hands. Because, yep, that's a thing. And here we go, GD. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a pick for like a split second, because that's a thing apparently defensive ends can just do. Thankfully for the Patriots, it was just deflected. So very interesting play there from the defensive ends of the Chargers, but and here we go. Oh, I think it was to lurk, but it ended up being popped, and it looks like that forced the Patriots into a field goal situation. So I mean, again, that is a very good stop for the Chargers, all things considered, and it gets blocked. Now it's going to be turnover on downs, and Lock. Here we go. This could be Lock's chance here. I mean, he's had kind of a couple, but hey, this is Lock's chance here. If they want any chance to maintain a comeback here, they're going to have to do it now. He's throwing a lot of passes like that are just nearly picked. Patriots are just not able to capitalize on it quite there, but again, Locke has to be very careful here. He's been passing a little bit on the reckless side. I mean, I get it. I get it. You're behind by 20 points, but you got to take some risks, but these are just like way too unnecessary, and that's going to be a pick right there. Again, forced it to Juice. Again, a very primary target for him, but GD just gonna GD just easily able to make the read on him. Yeah, GD knew that Juice likes going for those folds. So it was only a matter of time until they figured him out, especially when he's been the primary target for Locke. But again, let's see if New England can find a way to do something here. Again, New England has struggled a little bit as well on offense against this Chargers defense. Even though, I get why because they don't have their starting quarterback, but still. But new age hype beast going to get the first down and more, and just like that, this is a first and goal situation. And now Harold or Hard Cold. Jeez, I can't even I keep saying Harold now because I didn't see the D. Uh, and right now, this is probably a very weird game for a lot of people for unexpectedly weird reasons. I don't really know why, but who cares? But either way, though, Giady going to be looking the left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Lurk, I believe, was the one that caught it, but couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds. However, they are able to make the field goal this time. And Tay going to get it into the end zone for a touchback. I thought that was going to be a safety for a split second, but thankfully, Tay managed to play that right. But here we go, Locke. Gonna get pressured though quite a bit. Looking for Juice, and he did manage to catch it despite being double teamed. So there you go. That was very good for Juice there. But let's see if they can keep it rolling. And they're going. Locke. I don't know if you want to. Not the best throw there, but it's whatever. I think it was looking for Elk pick on the left side, but you can't make those kind of throws. They're just asking to get picked. But here we go, Locke. Can he find anything? He's going to find Streak Fear. Or Streak Taker Fear, sorry. And here we go, Locke. Again, it was another first down. Here we go. Locke starting to feel a bit of a rhythm here with his offense so far this drive, but can that lead to anything here? Streak Taker Fear going to find a way to get the first down. Very good play there from Streak Taker. But again, will it lead to a touchdown though? We're gonna find out. Locke on the right side. And he's gonna get sacked. Thankfully for Locke, it did end up going out of bounds, so that definitely could have been a turnover. Right there. But yeah, it's not really a sack you want to take there. That definitely halted some momentum from the Chargers. But here we go. Let's see what Locke can do here. Streak Taker going to get it on the check down on the right side. I think this is going to be very helpful for the Chargers because I haven't really VODed any of their games. So I think it's really good to see what they're seeing in a more bird's eye view or more of a gameplay view. So you kind of know what everyone else is doing. But here we go though. Third and 28 here. I think this might be a toss up, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like it will deep in the end zone. It's a 3v2 and it's going to be intercepted. That is not a completion, but I guess it doesn't matter. Would have been a punt either way. I mean, I guess you could say that was the definition of an arm punt, but I mean hey, punt either it's a punt either way, essentially, so basically a punt. That's kind of one of those, throws you would call that, right? But either way, though, I mean, things aren't looking, pretty for, uh, the Chargers, though. I mean, Lurk going to take it on the walk. Does he have enough for the first? Yes, he does. And here we go. This is where things get, a bit interesting for the Chargers because if they're able to find a way to stop him here, I mean, I don't know how likely that is, but if they're able to find a way to stop him, I mean, it would be pretty huge. Oh, I think he's looking for TGNM on the deep throw, and he's going to catch it. TGNM with the boost and all. I don't know if he would have caught it even without the boost, but I mean, a catch is a catch at the end of the day. So, I mean, what a heck of a play by Agility, regardless. Again, you always rely on TGNM for those kind of throws. Like, he rarely ever loses those. Yeah, like, very rare, very, very rarely. Rarely. Man, that would have been a really sick clip, though, but meh, it's how it is. But either way, the lock. I mean, right now, this is kind of a losing battle for lock, but maybe if a couple fourth and okay, never mind. Commentators curse again. I was like, every time I say these things, where it's like maybe the Chargers can come back, maybe they can find a way to get a fourth and 25s, maybe a couple of them, and maybe try to win. But nah, Los Angeles is threw a pick immediately. It's commentator's curse, man. I think the Chargers are falling victim to it so many times. But thankfully the Patriots are very nice and just gave the Chargers the ball back. Or gave it right back to the Chargers. They just felt bad. The amount of commentators' curses they've been receiving. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. I mean, offensive line is kind of on the weaker end, to be fair. So it isn't the easiest to be an O line. So it's not if it's not free like in UF, it ain't easy like in UF. It's pretty much brain dead in UF. NFL UF, I mean, because of just how blatantly busted it is. Because of like Voldex's incompetence and refusing to balance the game properly. But enough enough deserved NFL UF bashing for now. We're gonna be looking for Lock here on a 4th and 15, going to give it to Tay, and he's gonna get it. So here we go. Let's see if Locke can get a touchdown here. If they can get some 4th and 25s rolling, that would be really huge for them. But I mean, again, it's you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, though. And you know, I mean, and sh- and scoring has kind of been a challenge in of itself for Locke and company. So they're gonna need a lot of good things to happen here in this 4th quarter, unless they can find some weird clutch gene. And it looks like they're gonna find. Never mind. Commentators curse again. Fovo Q did catch it, but ended up being a pop because RNG be crazy. Yeah, RNG has kind of been in not so much in Chargers' favor, but either way, they are able to get a first with Zack attack, so they are still in it on offense, but again, they're going to have to score pretty quickly here if you are the Chargers. And here we go, Shriek Taker Fear going to get another first down. And here we go. This is a first and goal territory. I mean, if the Chargers are gonna have any chance of coming back, it should be now. Uh, Lock gonna throw it to no man's land on first down. That's not exactly how you wanna, start your first down, but either way, though, I mean, Lock, taking his time here, just trying to figure out a plan, and rightfully so, because he just threw another incompletion right there. Just couldn't communicate the walk on that one. And here we go, Lock. Here we go, looking. Oh, GD. You didn't have to do it like that. That was way too soon. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, man. Just Locke is just Locke has just looked confused for a lot of these plays. I mean, not that I blame him because, like it feels like the Patriots have been doing some very weird and unconventional stuff that just kind of works. Like I don't really know why a guy was there, but either way though, gonna be GD on the left side, going to give it to TGNM. And I feel like TGNM is someone who I would describe as someone that you don't realize exists until he acknowledges until he makes you acknowledge his existence. And I have to emphasize that he certainly will make you acknowledge it. Uh Going to be New Age Hype Beast on the right fold. Sorry, I think I hit my mic there. But here we go, Giady. Uh let's see if he can let's see if he can score another touchdown here. Going to be intercepted by Nogster. I think was looking for TGNM on the in route on the dig, but Noxter able to read it perfectly from the looks of it. So it looks like the game won't quite be over. Well, I mean, it's not going to be over even if they do score. So I guess take what you will with that. But if Locke is gonna have any chance here, he has to throw it deep and not make throws like that because I mean your time is not really on your side here, man. You only got 2 minutes to score like how many times? Like four, something like that. And well, you throw interception again. And man, just Giedy just having a defensive having a having a field day on defense with these with this Chargers team. But either way, though, let's see what Giedy can do here. Man, it makes you wonder if this could have been a mercy rule this game, but and okay, so for once that actually was gonna be intercepted by the Chargers defender on the left side, but ended up being a pop, so it wasn't complete. Man, a rare toss-up that GD that not GD, TTGNM lost, technically speaking. So it is very rare of a loss for him, but thankfully it ended up being covered up by the pop. So was it really a loss? But either way, though, GD just looking pretty decent at quarterback. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I mean, for especially with passes like that. But I mean, he's played pretty well, all things considered. I think he's definitely a suitable QB2 for the Patriots, all things considered. Yeah, Giedy has just been kind of attacking these a lot more than a lot of these Chargers receivers. I mean, it's going to be up to debate for a lot of these if the Patriots are just that good or if the Chargers just aren't that good. And maybe it's a mix of both. I don't know, but Zack Attack going to be on the right side. I mean, I feel like on paper, I feel like they're a solid team because I feel like Locke isn't bad. I mean, they have weapons with Zack Attack and Juice and Tay. Like, I don't feel like on paper they should be a good offense, but right now the Patriots have just been absolutely dominating them, or sorry, dominating them in like both offense and defense. But it's just it ain't coming up. Like it just feels like the execution is just falling flat, and And the Patriots have a backup quarterback, mind you. They don't have the starting quarterback. So who knows if this game would have been a mercy like around halftime. So again, the Chargers are gonna have to figure some things out. I mean, again, maybe this bot will help them. They want to look at if they want to look at it, but I mean, it's a lot of it just kind of like it feels like Block is just kind of I don't know. It looks like he's seeing ghosts. Or a lot of the time I've been seeing him, it feels like he just seems confused more than just I don't know. It's not usually how I see Locke in a lot of these games as quarterback. But thankfully, defensively, Chargers are able to somewhat show up. Somewhat. I mean, there's the Chargers defense have just been having a bit of a hard time though with just the offense just not really showing up. I mean, 2 scores in the whole game is not exactly what you would call a good look, but either way though, let's see if Noxter can Oh, Noxter's going to be quarterback this time. All right. So it looks like they're going to be tossing it up deep in the end zone. Is any Chargers player going to be able to make it? I think they will. Uh well, yes, some a Chargers player did catch it, but it was incomplete because out of bounds exists. Sorry, Chargers. It's a nice effort though. Nice effort. I won't deny that. But yeah, I mean, I mean, again, man, that's just kind of one of those things where the Chargers just felt like they lost this game. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Patriots played really good. I'm not gonna take it away from them, but like it just feels like the Chargers kind of just beat themselves for the most part. Like it feels like they've been beat like I don't know, like offensively they just played like I mean, it's just not really what you see. I don't know. It's just not the performance you'd expect from. Oh yeah, Noxter is also there too. I'm surprised that they aren't scoring a lot. Like I get the Patriots are good. Don't get me wrong. Like again, I'm not going to take that away from them, but they've offensively they should like I that's kind of disappointing from them. And I think even the Chargers know it. But at the very least, maybe this game will help them. I don't know. It's just surprised there was barely anything rushing wise. Yeah, TGNM and Lurk had a game. Yeah, TGNM and Lurk were just having a ball game. But yeah, overall, it was very interesting. Um, yeah, I had fun. It was great. That's game. Yep, see ya, War Mad. It was fun while it lasted. But yeah, who knows what this game would be, but I mean again, I feel like I think the Chargers can still, I think and since they have the actual VOD of a game, they can actually look at this and maybe, see it from a more of a quarterback view to see what's happening. I don't know if it's receiver core. I think like the Chargers just looked lost in general. Like they weren't too bad defensively, but I think offensively they just weren't there, man. They just were not showing up. But yeah, the entire offense from the Chargers just weren't on the same page at all. Like it was just a disaster class from them. I mean, again, the Patriots were amazing. They played great, but I mean, I think the Chargers are going to look at this game and just be like, "Yeah, we just kind of beat ourselves." Like they probably would have lost to like virtually any other team if they played like that. Like for like some of the like lesser competitive teams like the Eagles or the Lions or the Bengals, like maybe they could have made it close, maybe, but they just didn't. Like for a 2-0 team, that's kind of a disappointing performance regardless of regardless of, of players and whatever. Because on paper, they have really good talent. Like they have Noxter, or they had Noxter, they had Tay, they had Juice, like Streak Taker was actually pretty decent too. Like they have the players on paper. Like they have the talent to make their offense work. But it's just it just didn't feel like they were on the same page. So that's just kind of how a lot of games are at times. But either way though, I mean, that's just kind of enough for me. It was very fun games though, all things considered. I'm not going to get mad, but either way though, I mean, congrats to the Patriots. They're 3 and I think they're what, 3 or 4 and 0, something like that. But either way though, thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys next time. Woohoo. I love that.